Hey everyone, welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. Today we're going to take two scripts, one that makes an AI seek the player and another that makes the AI flee, and we'll convert them into separate module scripts. This will allow us to have cleaner code and make it easier to manage complex behaviors. Let's jump right into it. Let's start by converting the seek behavior into a module script. This module will handle all the logic for making the AI move towards the player. So go to your AI agent, click the plus icon, and search for module. And we will rename this to be seek module. We also got to rename the local module itself to be seek module. And inside of this, we just need to grab this function, this seek function from our seek script, copy it, paste it in here, get rid of the local. And instead of seek, it's going to be seek module.seek. You can see all these errors, so that's because these are variables that we are no longer defining in the script, but rather we are going to pass them in from another script. So we're going to pass in an AI, going to pass in a player route, a stopping distance, and a walk anim track. Then right before this first if statement, we need to get our AI's humanoid and the AI's humanoid root part. So we'll say local humanoid equals AI wait for child humanoid and that should take care of our seek module. Next, we'll convert the flee behavior into a module script. This script will handle the logic for making the AI move away from the player. So just like we did before, let's make another module script. And let's rename this to be flee module. And rename the module itself. And just like before, let's go to our flee script. And we need to copy and paste this local flee function. Get rid of the local. Make it flee module.flee. And just like before, we are passing in an AI, a player route, a stopping distance, and a walk anim track. Need to grab the AI's humanoid and the humanoid root part. And that is it for our flee module. So now that we have both the seek and flee modules ready, let's set up a script to control when to seek and when to flee. So now let's create a controller script that we can switch back and forth between seeking and fleeing. So go to your AI agent, add in a script. I'm going to rename this to be AI controller. I'm then gonna just go into one of the old scripts. You could do either one, seek or flee, because they're both very similar. And I'm just going to copy everything into this AI controller. Then we're going to go through and we're going to look at what we want to keep and what we want to remove. But first we need to get a reference to the modules. So we need to say local seek module equals require, and then just the path to the module. So it's just script dot parent wait for child seek module. Now we need to load our flee module, and let's go through and let's see what we want to keep and what we need to delete and add. So we want to keep the AI, keep the humanoid, keep the root part, keep the animate script, and let's just create a line for loading the walk anim track. I know that we've got the function for it and we've already got a variable for it, but we're just going to make it a little bit cleaner and put it all on one line. We want to keep the player's service. We want to keep this player root, and let's move this stopping distance line. Let's move it up. Change it back to 5. Got our on player added function that passes in a player. Got our character. Yep, this stays the same. This stays the same. We can get rid of this walk anim track, and we can get rid of this whole function and call to the function there. Can definitely get rid of this flee function. But we do want to set the current behavior to either seek or flee. It's really up to you. You don't have to do this if you've got a better way to set the behavior, or like a more dynamic way. We'll explore that in the future to where it can switch back and forth, but for now we're just going to set what we want it to be. So I'm just going to set it to seek. You could also do flee. And then in our while true do loop, we need to do basically a switch statement, but really it's going to be an if and an else if statement. So we'll just say if current behavior equals seek, then, and now we call our seek module dot seek, and we pass in the AI, the player root, the stopping distance, and the walk anim track. Else if current behavior equals flee, then we call our flee module dot flee, and we pass in the same stuff: the AI, the player root, the stopping distance, and the walk anim track. And I think that's everything. Let's disable the flee script, our original flee script. So now we got just the AI controller, and we've got these two modules. Let's hit play and see what happens. And the seek is working. We know that for sure. Let's stop playing, and for our current behavior, let's set it to flee. And he is not moving, but he does when we get within the stopping distance, which is just 5. So we didn't change that. That's why he's not moving until we get within 5 studs of them, 5 units, whatever. And so a way to do this so we can have a different stopping distance for both the seek and the flee without having 2 separate variables. This is go to stopping distance for the flee and multiply it by 10 or whatever you want, really. I'm going to choose 10 times 5 would be 50. And now if we hit play, it's exactly how it was before, except we're using modules, which keeps our code a whole lot cleaner and just easier to work with, and lets us control the behavior of our AI from a central script. And that's it. Now you have a clean modular system where you can switch between different AI behaviors like seeking and fleeing. We will be adding more in the future. This setup will make it easier to manage more complex behaviors down the road. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other AI behaviors you'd like to see next. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.